What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Final Fantasy 16. So, we have got... Let's see here. Couple side missions to do. Out here, 3 reads. And I think that's it. So maybe we only have 1 side mission to do. I gotta remember how to... Gotta remember how this, this icon works.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth. Farewell.
There we go.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Like I said, nice and easy. What else do we have to do? Okay, guess that's all. Ignore me taking all the fights with the generic enemies. I want to, you know, get some experience, get the feel for the combat, because, you know, I take so long in between videos. Most of that's my fault because I, you know, have to play 30 games at the same time. Which, by the way, this week is gonna be a fun one. I say that half jokingly. I'm very excited for this week because we get the sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. Cool. As I was saying, a sequel to one of my favorite video games of all time, Alan Wake 2, is coming out, which I'm really hoping I don't have to finish Control to understand Alan Wake 2, because I did not finish Control and have zero interest in going back to play Control. I know, so many people love that game. I couldn't stand it. I didn't like the combat system. I didn't like what they were doing with the story. I don't know. I mean, God, what's that ongoing thing with the SCP Foundation? Is it something like that? You know, it screamed of that. It felt weird for weird's sake. I couldn't get on board with the game. I mean, the combat was not my favorite thing that they did in Oh my god, brain. Quantum Break. But it was still serviceable with everything. I mean, the combat, I guess, was fine. It's just, I don't want to see that get brought over to Alan Wake 2, because Alan Wake 2, or Alan Wake was just, it was so slow and methodical, and I loved the game for survival horror aspects. I loved its just kind of weird story. It was kind of Twin Peaks-esque. I loved Alan Wake himself as the protagonist. And the concept of using the flashlight as your targeting reticle and everything. Alan Wake seems so creative, and Control felt like it was just trying to be weird. Maybe that's just me not wanting something new, but...
We need to find the others.
Yeah, I just did not like Control, and I'm really kind of afraid with what that game did is what it's going to mean for Alan Wake 2.
Also thought you might need some help.
Normie opening a can.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
What's that? What's the other game I'm going to be playing? Ghost Runner 2. We're going to be playing that. If I enjoy the sequel, I might play the first one, because I think they're both available on PS5. I think it's a PS4 game, though. But the first one was. Yeah, that game when I don't remember much about what I saw, but all I remember is from the little bit of promotional material from the reveal trailer. It looked cool, so you know, I'm on board.
Arthur, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
You want us to pop your shoulder back into place? Because that doesn't look like a cut.
Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far. Even for the Empire.
Ooh, who went to bed? It was Clive's mom who had the idea. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it didn't look like her arm was cut or anything. It literally it looked like her arm was completely dislocated. Oh god, the way they scream. Okay, now that I've taken out my rage on innocent animals.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear. How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Yeah, come on. Haha.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Okay, that really broke the tension there. You know, we win the battle. He's that all of them. We feel like the cutscene's gonna keep going. Mission complete.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sin's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive,
No, you didn't.
he's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
At least for the main missions, I don't think that should have been there. I mean, I've said some stuff in the heat of the moment when I was tired or frustrated with this game. Look, I think at times it really gets slow, and because at times I shift my thinking, going, ooh, okay, fine, it's an action game, and then when it gets slow, I get mad because I'm like, oh, come on, can we just get back to the combat? But you know what? If I look at the story as a whole, the story in this game is damn good. It is fun. The combat is great. What the hell? Notorious marks. See every now and then. Clive may encounter larger, faster, more ferocious. Okay, so it's essentially bounty hunting.
Think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Damn it. Boom. Well, now that was fun.
You didn't see that coming.
Ah, get it? Because he's an eyeball. See, no, like I said, I think that I've complained about the pacing in this game before. I don't think it's bad. I think it's very slow at times, which, if you're expecting a traditional action game, it becomes a little frustrating. But it's one of those you have to kind of expect both an action game and an RPG, but not an action RPG. This game is very odd in its genre choices, because I don't think it merges action and RPG that well. I think it is very much an action game when it wants to be an action game, and a deep Final Fantasy RPG when it wants to be a deep Final Fantasy RPG. I think, not necessarily to its detriment, but it can get a little weird if you're not expecting the right things. That's the vibe I've gotten lately, at least.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
And I guess really my point, the whole thing that I'm kind of leading to, is that I think one of this kind of weird merging of genres that this game has done, and something that I don't like, is when we're in a cutscene like that and it pops up new mission and gives you the rewards and everything. It feels very much like the end of a Devil May Cry or Bayonetta chapter, where it gives you your score and everything, which is cool for those games. It totally works because they find a good time to break up story and cutscenes and everything with that sort of stylized action games. So that's kind of what like the new mission or the mission complete screen is. You know, it's like, okay, enemy slain, boom. Okay, you gave me my rewards for finishing the boss or whatever. Awesome. Now just give me cutscenes. Don't, oh, the mission is complete at the end of a sentence, rewards, and then we keep going in what kind of feels like an unbroken cutscene. I don't like that. I just make it one big cutscene and give me the rewards after all the cutscenes are over. Just because it breaks the flow. It's very odd. I mean, I'd also like to see towns like Martha's Rest and stuff like that. I would love to see these towns be more...
Anything catch your eye?
Right there. I was told there is a sell all valuables. I just am dumb and missed it. What the hell was I talking about now?
Is that everything?
But yeah, I'd like to see the different towns be more hub-like, you know, where there are actually little activities and go talk to people and maybe have bounty boards, excuse me, where you can go and decide to hunt monsters like that. Again, maybe this is me wanting Final Fantasy XII again, and I know so many people, really, AJ, Final Fantasy XII? I fucking love Final Fantasy XII. Eat shit.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times, you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all?
To break the people's will?
I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse-breakers.
For defending... See, this is what I'm talking about. It just feels odd. This one feels a little more natural than the last time it happened. But I just don't like it. Because, see, at least the cutscene doesn't continue. But put it off on the side of the screen or whatever once we have completed the mission. The mission complete screen or whatever, it feels like it belongs in a different game. I think that's what just is very odd to me.
Best off staying where we are for now. Try not to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now,
I don't like to toot my own horn.
are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
Oh my god, I hope they have little helmets.
Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
See, because it gave us the rewards and everything. I just don't like it. I mean, it's a little more, in my opinion, tolerable during cutscenes and whatnot. It just, I don't know, man. Something about it bugs me.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
I hope the chocobos have little helmets. Or hats. They probably won't. I'd do that, but I'm ridiculous.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
You know, I don't think your dad's name for his chocobo was a good name. I just think Ambrosia is an odd name for a bird. I mean, hell, it's a really shitty name for a salad here in the Midwest. And if you want to say, AJ, there's a salad in the Midwest called ambrosia. Yes, it's called ambrosia salad, and really it's like Cool Whip and Jello and I'm saying mushrooms. It's not mushrooms. Jeez, what's the marshmallows? There we go. It's like a cold kind of a. I don't know if you have them over in foggy old England or wherever, but I know they're big in the Midwest. I don't know about the rest of the U.S., but they're just things to bring to like a potluck or something like that. You know, like a hey, we're all getting together and something easy to make. So it's a really gross dessert.
Awakened wind!
Ow. Something discovered a new recipe.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
I don't know. Every time I beat a big monster in Final Fantasy, that's all I can ever think about.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you?
I don't know why I found that funny. Calling him Feathers.
But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
Well, let's dance.
But don't say I didn't warn you.
Totally whiffed on that. Yoink.
I needed that.
You're finished.
See? now is actually, now I think this is okay to pop up. Not too distracting. It's at the end of a fight, and now we can enter cutscene or whatever narrative. It just, moments like back at the church, I think it pops up at the wrong time.
Safe now.
And it just, it breaks the flow.
Quite hard, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you.
How long do these things live?
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
He's got an eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
God damn, I love the new Chocobo design. "18 long years, Clive has finally been..." Oh, I thought the white Chocobo was his dad's. Oh, okay, I guess it's his. Okay, so L2's the brake, R2's the sprint. Oh, cool, you can even make attacks with the bird. I'm going to call it flipping the bird. That is adorable. Any other missions to complete? I do not see any. Let's head back to the hideaway.
Where's Gav?
Really? You put me there, not at the entrance? Especially when I have a quest down here? Really?
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Finish with that log, so...
Alrighty then, now let's go talk to Gav. See what he's been up to.
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed, and Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
I love Gav. This game needs a character like him that's kind of all peppy and a go-getter and whatnot. New facilities, Alliant Report, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. Okay.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
All right, my dudes. We will do all that stuff, get new quests, and all of that in the next video. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. In between, I'm going to do some inventory stuff and whatnot. And, yeah, next video, then we'll go see the new locations and everything and get on with the main story. You'll probably pick up a new side quest and whatever. I always feel like there's something else I want to say. But no, I think that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. One more time, social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. Till then, I'm out.